is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. What time is it? 11:33 a.m. Temperature outside is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, a little chilly today. I think it's not even going to hit 70 today. Anyway, that is fall weather, I guess, right? It's a little rainy. Rained last night. It's got a little bit of drizzle going on right now, so if you hear the windshield wipers kick in every now and then, you'll know why. So where am I headed today? Well, I'm going back to Maax Barbecue and Hot Pots. Yeah, we have some friends from church, not the current church I'm going to, but my old church. They saw the review I did on it, and they would like to try it. So I am going to meet them out there again. Now, you might be wondering if I'm going to record that. No, why would I do that? This is actually the third time I'm going there. I went there a second time with Mrs. Wright's family. Mrs. Wright was working, unfortunately. We went there for lunch. So we're doing lunch again with this new group. They would like to give it a try. So we got, I don't know how many people we got going. 14 maybe, something like that. Quite a few. Yeah. So anyways, my cousin, I should actually say my mom's cousin. My mom's cousin. And so I'm one step lower. Yeah. Is that called a second cousin? I don't know what you want to call it. Whatever it is, right? He organized this thing together. He's called them to set up reservations for tables there. So I think he's got two tables of 10. So we can put up to 20 people there. But they said that we can split it up any way we want to do it. You know, they have a 2-hour time limit. Many of the buffets nowadays do, but they told them they don't really enforce that unless they're so crowded, and then they have to kick people out. Otherwise, they don't hassle you, which is good because in this particular case, I know our group have been known to hang around for 3 hours. Not that we eat for that long, but we like to hang around and talk because, you know, we don't see each other all the time. So I'm hoping that they don't kick us out. I don't think they will. He mentioned to them too that that the person who made the video of their location, one of the influencers, meaning me, was coming, and they said, oh, a lot of influencers have been showing up lately. He goes, yeah, but he was the first one that made a video for you. That's true. Yeah, I did have the first review of their restaurant on YouTube for them. Anyways, that won't make much difference anyway. We're all paying our way. I think we're just going to do the lunch buffet. You have an option to upgrade to the dinner buffet, which gives you more options for meats. But I don't think any of us are going to do that. You never know. If they do, they have to split off. Then they'll have a separate table for them, right? Because everybody on your table has to order that if you do the dinner buffet. Otherwise, how would they know who gets it, who doesn't get it, right? So I think it was like $27.95, something like that. And then we should be getting a 10% senior discount as well. And then plus tax, plus tip. Yeah. So anyway, my cousin, I'll just call him my cousin. It's a lot easier. We used to tell people when we were in school that we were just cousins. It's just easier to say it that way. He calculated it out. He says it should be about $32.08 per person. And 8 cents. He's calculated it all out if we give like a 20% tip and if we get our 10% senior discounts. So anyway, I have some interesting things to tell you today. Besides that, I wanted to find out if I was able to get a press pass for the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys or I didn't. It's been a while. I remember making a couple of videos and I mentioned it, but a lot of times, like I said before, I'll do a video and then I'll just toss it because I don't think it's good enough. So I can't remember what's been said and what hasn't been said to you guys. But a while back, maybe a month or so ago, I don't know, they were opening up the registration for the Consumer Electronics shows in Las Vegas. And I've been to the CES show before in the past when we used to work in the stereo industry. but I wanted to see if I could get a press pass. Not that I'm going to go, because I probably won't. I think I'm thinking back. I think I did tell you guys this. But anyway, they continue to send me emails now because they did give me a press pass for the event. But the requirement is that you have to be an influencer in the electronics industry. And at first, they turned me down. Because they says, e-bikes, you're not part of the electronics industry. And I says, well, technically we are. In fact, many of the e-bike companies exhibit at the Consumer Electronics Show. I had to tell them that, because I think the people who sometimes when they figure out the who goes and who doesn't get to go, they don't know the electronics industry well enough. They're just, people processing the requests. So I says, no, I says, here's several brands that exhibited at CES, and they are e-bikes, electronic bikes, consumer electronics. So they said, okay, that's fine, but you have to prove that you have enough, viewers and followers that follow your channel in order for you to even get press pass. So I don't know what the requirement was, 20,000 subscribers and more, or 20 something thousand and more. Well, I make that the Russ is Right channel, this is more from Russ we're talking here, but the Russ is Right channel has almost 23,000 subscribers now, so I make the minimum. And then they said, well, you have to prove you have a certain quantity of views in hours. Well, I make that easily too. I have a lot of views, even though maybe my subscriber count isn't there. I do have lots of views, and it has to be consistent on a monthly basis that you get that many views, and that's no problem. I make that. So after proving to them by giving screenshots of my YouTube statistics page, they said, okay, you are in, right? I don't plan to go. I just wanted to find out if they would give me the ability to get a press pass. But now that I get all the promo emails, because the CES show is in January, and here it is October. So they're getting everybody ready, right? No, it's too expensive to go. I wish I could go, but it wouldn't pay off for me. I'd be spending thousands of dollars to go to this event. But it would never pay off for me. It would cost me a lot of money to do it, and being retired and everything, yeah, I can't afford that, so I'm not gonna go. I just wanted to know if you would let me in. That's all I wanted to find out. I mean, I could probably have gone there as an attendee, but that wouldn't even make any sense. Why would you be an attendee if you're not selling consumer electronics? Technically, you do help sell, if you think about it, because influencers do reviews, and then people buy things. So technically you are selling things in that regard, right? So you are kind of like a retailer, but not really. You're influencing people to buy or not buy certain products, right? So anyways, that's the story on the Consumer Electronics Show. Yeah, I really wish I could go. I just can't. I can't justify it at this point. Oh man. Yeah, you don't want to be excluded, right? You want to make sure that they recognize that you can do it if you wanted to do it. Yeah, and I can. So there you go. Oh, here's another story for you guys too. I mentioned before that in order to monetize this particular channel, you need 1,000 subscribers. We haven't hit that. We're about, I don't know, 765 or something like that. We seem to just be stuck at that level at this point. And then you need 4,000 viewing hours. Now, I wasn't sure whether that meant once you hit 1,000 subscribers, then 4,000 hours comes from that point. No, it's 4,000 viewing hours within a 1 year period of time of when you hit that. So in other words, it's counting right now. Okay, so it's looking at once you hit the 1,000, it looks around the 1,000 mark. Okay, before and after, I guess, X amount of time before and X amount of time after, for you to get 1,000 to get 4,000 viewing hours. Well, this channel has over 10,000 viewing hours already. All right. So the moment we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will immediately become monetized because we've hit the other minimum requirement already. We've hit that a long time ago. You only need 4,000 hours, so I've got over 10,000 hours at this point. So we just need people to help us out and click the subscribe button. Every time I say this, I feel kind of funny because I know people aren't going to do it. If they haven't done it now, they're probably not going to do it anyway. But I still appeal to people to help us out and get me to that level. So anyway, what else is new? What else is new? Oh man. Yeah, I gotta go up one more light. Yeah, this place isn't that far from me. I think it was like 25 minutes away from me, something like that. It's in Arlington Heights, Illinois. It's right across the street from Mitsuya Market, which is a Japanese grocery store slash other shop type market, Japanese market. So anyone who's ever been in Arlington Heights knows of Mitsuya, and they are literally like across the street from there, across from their parking lot. So it's a good location for them. They have, from the video that I made for the Maax barbecue, it's on the Russ's Right channel anyway. They have just shy of 1,000 views on that particular video. I looked at cow too. I did the cow Korean barbecue as well. I don't know how many views they've got. It's 600 or 800, maybe 800 by now. I don't know, something like that. So people have gone there too and have told me that they went there because they saw my video and kind of inspired them to go. So I guess influencers do influence other people. I mean, they're friends of mine that went, right? But still, you did influence them to go. And even now, if you think about it, all these church friends are planning on going. So I do bring them business, right? So it does work. I paid for my meals, of course. I didn't take a freebie or anything like that. But yeah, anytime you do some type of review of things, people do see it, so it does influence. I mean, if you think about it, people on Yelp will influence you too, and that's not like a YouTube video or anything. It's just a comment on Yelp. It would make a big difference whether people will go to a restaurant or whatever you're looking at, or whether they won't. You know, if they read negative things, they won't. But every place that you go to has some positive and some negative. I mean, there's no perfect place, and I try my best when I do these type of reviews to mention the good points of it, but also the points that I didn't think was that great, right? I feel bad sometimes when I do that because I'm more critical on these restaurant reviews than I am even on my e-bike reviews and product reviews, because the e-bike and product reviews, I've already kind of selected what I think will probably be good. Otherwise, I don't usually take products that I know in the back of my mind that this is not going to be a good product. I just kind of know it. You know, you can kind of look at it by the specs and you can see it in the photos. You go, is this going to be a good one, or is this not going to be a good one? If I don't think it's going to be a good one, I don't bother with it. The problem with restaurant reviews is I don't know until I'm actually there. I have no idea if the food is going to taste good or not. You know, I mean, you could read the Yelp reviews, but I want to generate my own thoughts on it. So a lot of times I don't even read those things, and so I have no idea. I think going forward, if I do any type of reviews, now, you know, I just recently did one of what was that place called? Seriously something, or serious something or other, or whatever it was. It's like the Chinese dim sum place, right? I didn't bring the camera in there. I just talked about it afterwards, right? I took a bunch of photos and I talked about it after. I don't mind doing it that way, although I know people want to see the insides of the restaurants. The problem with bringing the camera in there, people get really kind of antsy about it, because, you know, people don't want to be in your video, and, you know, and then you see people in the back of in the backgrounds and stuff, and then sometimes you got music and everything. It's kind of a hassle. I almost really would rather just go to the restaurant, take a bunch of photos of what I want to take a photo of, and then do a review with the photos and my comments afterwards. And I could say whatever I want as loud as I want and not upset anybody else that's in the restaurant, right? So let me know what you think about that. Yeah, are you okay with that kind of review, or do you want to physically be in there and watch me eat? I mean, do you really need to watch me eat? If I showed you photos of the food and I talked about the food and whatever, is that good enough? You know, the alternative to it would be is to make your presence known before you go. So you call the restaurant and say, hey, look, I'd like to do a review and I'm going to bring my camera. Is it okay with you? I think that would be good. The management would know it. The only problem still is that the other patrons there might be in the videos and they may not like it. You know, some people don't like to be on camera, right? And they're walking by or something like that. So I don't know. It's kind of a fine line, because if you watch other food reviews from legitimate food reviewers, people who just all they do is talk about food, they just bring their cameras in and do it, you know. But I don't know. It's kind of goofy that way. I don't feel really comfortable. If I'm recording things outside, I don't mind. I mean, it's basically public area, right? So if you're in the video, that's your problem at that point. But when you're in an establishment, that's another story, right? Somebody asked me about that too. Can you legally do this? Can you legally, you know, it's a gray area, especially for YouTubers, because a lot of YouTubers do it. And I'll guarantee you they didn't get permission from everybody who walks past them in the video. Watch some of the Vegas reviews. Yeah, there's a lot of people all over the place. You can't really regulate that, right? So anyways, that's the story. I'm almost at the restaurant, so I'm going to say my goodbyes at this point. But thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this whole thing with the restaurant review thing, okay? And restaurant reviews are not cheap, by the way, okay? It does cost me money to do it. This is why I want you guys to monetize this channel so I can do stuff. Otherwise, it comes out of my pocket. Russ is cheap, I told you guys. All right, anyways, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.